Hello and welcome to the Arborlands devlog for the fourth week of June. We're finally done with June, and it was a pretty good month. So today I'm going to show you some graphics and then some UI cleanup. The graphics part is these cool moving bushes that I animated and tweened and moved over to Unity and added a collider so that when the Arborian touches them, then they kind of shake, which looks kind of cool when they're walking through and creates kind of a nice wave if they're going through a whole bunch of them. So that looks pretty nice, I think. I think you remember me struggling with the tree shadows, and I just moved back to normal shadows because the other tree shadows that I created, even though they were homogeneous and looked kind of better, they had a problem. They were basically above everything else, so they cast these kooky shadows that didn't look natural. So that's the other thing I changed, and this is a new tree. And then if we move to the other arborean we have here in the desert, also these little dry shrubs also shake when you walk through. So again, you get that nice wave motion when they're moving through. I think it would be kind of cool when there'll be animals in there and you won't initially see them, and then you'll see the bushes moving and you'll be like, oh, there's something there. So that's the motion of the dry bushes too. Moving over to our next arborean, I'll demonstrate what I've added to the UI. So you've seen this new structure of creating new routes, new route legs, and so now I've fixed all the little bugs. I had this weird situation where hovering was not exactly on the line, and I fixed that. And I also had issues with things hovering at the same time. So I created a hover hierarchy to where certain things take precedence over others, and the Arborians are on top. So basically, if you have an Arborian and if you want to hover over something that's there, the Arborian will take precedence. See, I can't hover over the node. I'll have to hover off the Arborian to actually hover onto the node. So Arborians are first, then nodes, then lines. And you can see when I hover over here and I drag, there's no hover effects. So when you're dragging, there's no hover effects. And now when you hover over any part of the circuit, you'll see that it also highlights. And it's also a lot cleaner and a lot more tactile. You'll also notice that now on hover, you have the delete button. So you don't have to click on anything until you hit the X, right? It's just a simple add, remove. It's super, super tactile and easy to use. And really, I don't want to create a game that you have to fight, right? To me, that's the worst. That's the worst thing I could possibly do to you as players is create a game that you have to feel like you're fighting in order to do what you want to do. I want to make this as simple as possible. So let me know if you think this is good. I'm hoping that you like it, but of course I will make changes to to suit what people think works best, because in the end it's for the players, and the players have to be able to use the game. So thanks for watching, and thanks for reading on the blog if you're going to the website, and I will talk to you again next week. See ya.